when wanna run away, when there's no one on my side and all my pride had disappeared. I take it off my mind and leave it all behind. Nothing left to do but try to take the leap and follow through. And that's exactly what I'll do. I know to you I don't seem very strong, but I assure you before you try me on. Come on and catch me, you still got a chance. But not for long. I'll be rolling place to place. Won't stop till I win the race, although I may have crossed the line. No time to waste on you. I don't plan on slowing down. No, I keep on going, even if you think I'm in the wrong. Just know that although I may not think everything through, I don't take back what I say or regret what I do. But there's something in line, they stick to the plan. But if you leave it to me, I'll do whatever I can, cause well, that's what I'm here for. I don't wanna wait around anymore. Even if you can't see the good inside me, I don't have time to tell you why. I do the things I do, just please hold on until you see that I'm not the villain I appear to be. Dun, dun, moving along, no, I won't settle down till I'm locked behind bars or I'm kicked out of town. So you can keep on running and running around, but you never quite catch up to me. And I know you think I'm crazy, but I hope that maybe now you'll see why I had to try. A sincerely wonderful good morning for everyone, and welcome to today's stream. Sorry, this isn't a stream. This is a video. And that was Connor Spioto's The Villain I Appear to Be from one of my favorite videos here on YouTube, Diamond Jack. Oh, the creator of which... See, I did all the separation, and the creator of which is Rachel Kim. There we go. I only forgot the name of the animator. And this is my 15-year anniversary on YouTube. Woo! Yeah! You know, I figured to celebrate, I'd take a trip down memory lane and talk about my journey here and my inspirations for, uploading on YouTube instead of just keeping it as a commenting account or, goodness, just to watch some age-restricted videos. So, about 15 years ago, well, today, because it's our anniversary today, I created this account just so I could comment on videos, encourage my favorite creators to keep doing what they're doing and maybe ask if they could create sequels to my favorite ones. But I didn't really feel confident in myself that I could create anything of substance. I mean, you all heard my saying just now. It's So, the inspiration was there. The mind is willing, but the body refuses. Or so I tell myself. But being honest, I had created a mental block for myself, saying that I probably wasn't good enough. And yet, 1 year later, I tried creating videos anyway. Two reasons as to why. The first being my sister, a wonderful artist. They also have a YouTube channel as well. You can check them out over in their channel. She introduced me to Maple music videos made with Maple Story Simulator. Now, I had never played Maple Story, but the things that they were doing with that engine and the animations I saw was very, very interesting. And the second reason, the encouragement from my guidance counselor, who I often consulted about the bullying I was under, and yeah, I was actually required to see because I had written a rather alarming note in the middle of class. One time. That's a story for another day. So, inspired by Maple music videos and the people who created stories with them, blah, I happily got to work uploading my ideas for short animations. Now, mind you, Maple Story Simulator only lets you place models and then, save a picture as like a PNG or whatever. So really, I wasn't animating in the sense that you're used to. More, I was just doing stop motion with like a series of images, one after the other. I think like my first video I created was like 50 or 100 images um, put next to each other, and it looks really choppy. You can find it on YouTube here. It's my oldest video. But Kid Me couldn't really afford Sony Vegas Pro, so I thought, well, this is what I have to work with. I can just keep at it, and it'll get easier. So about 1 year and 12 videos later, I had pretty much given up. Um, Actually, 3 or 4 of those videos aren't even by me. They're just like made by my sister, and then she allowed me to like post on my channel as well. Turns out MS Paint, Windows Movie Maker, and a PNG producing program are insanely difficult to work with, and yeah, I was quickly burnt out. That, and I have no artistic skill to speak of whatsoever. But, and this is important, I still ended up watching Maple Story animatic videos. I still enjoyed watching and listening to Maple music videos too. And I decided, I'd stick around with YouTube. I would keep commenting, keep watching, keep looking for um channels to enjoy, even though I had given up on myself and my own like um, YouTube channel at the time. I was like, well, might as well still see what everyone else has to offer because there are so many creative people here on this channel, on this platform, I should say. And that kind of expanded into watching animation videos, not just Maple Story, but like in general. So even though I couldn't apply myself to art, I felt like I could still appreciate it. And big name animators like Wrong Wrong, GeoEXE, Pimations, Hishi, and Scribblenetti, as well as many, many others, like you can see here. Um, Many of them, their videos constantly fill my feed, and from way back when to up to now, I still end up watching a lot of those and enjoying them. Speaking of Scribblenetti, she was the reason I discovered Let's Play channels like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Chuck Conroy, Game Grumps, and many, many others. Yeah, watching Let's Play videos is kind of addictive and a great way to kill time. But also, it's a great way for me to kind of like see how people socially interact because, believe it or not, I didn't have many friends growing up. So yes, tapped a little bit of that parasocial feeling of like, I'm watching friends play together, um, and this will be what it's like when I make friends. And you know, I can say pretty confidently that that has colored my interactions a lot with the people I hang out with. Referencing things I enjoy and am passionate about, and all while in the context of playing a video game at the same time. Now, discovering Let's Play channels let me discover more animators and more animations based on YouTubers. And I got to know storytime animators like Sugar, Domix, Let Me Explain Studios, and some of these animators I found specifically through fan animations, um, like the ones you see here on screen. um, while others I found just like through recommended feed on YouTube. Now, after being introduced to Game Grumps, a whole new world of content was opened up to me, specifically because of Ego Raptor. I had kind of heard about Newgrounds, but watching Game Grumps and then watching the what do you call this Ego Raptor videos, um, kind of got me more into that site. And turns out there are voice actors on the site as well, like Brizzy Voices, Brock Baker, and ProZD. And they often lend their voice to animations that I watched without me even realizing it. Um, the people they collaborate with, you know, these other like let's players and voice actors and everything, and animators, of course. Further led me to gaming review channels like Jesse Cox, Press Hard to Continue, and Peanut Butter Gamer. Um, just the big names I think that you all are familiar with as well. Um, and of course, if you discover, these group of people, then you're more than likely to also be familiar with sketch comedians and skits, um, which holy captivate me and showed me what produce content looks like on this site. So, College Humor, now known as Dropout, Smosh, Like a Fox Studios, Caleb City, Ryan George, I Laugh at My Own Jokes, Ryan Higa, Rocket Jump, Warp Zone, to name a few, are a few of the sketch comedians that I watch here on YouTube, and are constantly like showing me like what they can do with more scripted content, and just like entertaining my breaks and my lunches whenever I had the chance to watch their videos. The Warp Zone, by the way, are one of my big three inspirations for the music I post as videos. The other two being, of course, Smooth McGroove and Triforce Films. I feel validated by them for choosing to acapella, but also in part because of copyright and the fact that I can't play an instrument to save my life. Now, between them, Panda Tooth, Busy, Oreo, CG5, Baby 504, The Living Tombstone, JD Music, Stipendium, Nate Wants to Battle, Megami 33, Random Encounters, and many others, I always have some kind of music to fill my time here. So, much like a list of animators, I could keep going on and on and on about the musicians I respect and admire. But these are the ones that I like immediately came to mind as I was like writing the script and thinking about making this video for my 15-year anniversary. Now, that's not to say that it's all been wholesome uh, here on YouTube. After all, despite being a kid, I did find happy tree friends here, and 5 seasons of that are now permanently burned into my brain. Under the right circumstances, of course, I do enjoy the occasional horror. Salad Fingers, Crypt TV, Andrea Joshua, Askinar, Kane Pixels, SCP Explained, Alex Kister, and the like, But it has to be the right time of the day, usually like morning with other people or with someone to like help me, what do you call this? Explain the story to me in a nice, succinct, and shortened way, so that I don't have to look at the screen while I'm watching. So this brings me to the inspiration I got from loreheads, theorizers, and story explainers. To help me make sense of it all. The theories, of course, game theory, film theory, style theory, food theory, have produced so much entertainment for me, and I have seen them all. I have seen them all. Though I did have to wait a few years to watch a certain educational anatomy video from Game Theory because I didn't live on my age when I signed up. Nightmind, Super Horror Bro, Apparent Night, The Theorizer, FNAF, Pyrocynical. A lot of these folks have interesting ideas about stories and the mediums that they analyze and they take apart and like interpret in their own way that always fascinates me. Speaking of educational, just want to give a quick thank you to Legal Eagle, Dr. Hope Sick Notes, and the Vlog Brothers for introducing me to interesting topics I would not have discovered my own. Nor would I been able to bring them up in normal conversation with my peers without sounding like a Wikipedia article. They have a way of like talking that I've kind of brought into my own um, like everyday conversation that makes me sound less like a robot. On the topic of intellectual conversation, I am obsessed with show review channels like Shady Durags, Athena P, Black Nerd Comedy, Jeremy Johns, and the like. I don't always agree with their opinions, but I enjoy hearing their perspectives on these shows and how it affected them personally. And, well, let's face it, there are some reviews I watch before I watch the show. Honestly, life's too short for spoilers for me, so it's okay if they do talk about spoilers, though most of them are pretty good about that. Also, whatever Good Mythical Morning Taxums are doing, I quite enjoy their content, even if I don't always know what I'm watching. Sometimes I feel like the meme poster and a bridge channel humor I watch has more cohesion, like Sophie and Ace or something with the entertainment, Grimjack. Purple Eyes, WTF, or MCAT code, for example. I usually know what I'm getting from them, even if a lot of their humor is like lol so random. So, feeling inspired by these creators, about 8 years ago, I got up the courage once more to upload videos and quickly gave up because at the time I didn't really own a computer. I had been using a computer shop the first time I was uploading videos. Those 15 years ago, and 8 years ago, I was posting videos from my phone. It was a pretty good phone for the time, but also uploading from your phone 8 years ago was not super great if you want to have a certain level of quality of content, which um, more important reason why I did not continue uploading at the time was I was extremely embarrassed of the videos I did post. A few days back, tries later, and I was just trying to find motivation. So I thought to myself, if only there was a way for me to produce content regularly, and of course, me being okay with it not being great or good content 100% of the time. A way for me to be okay with like 60% success rate on good value I could offer creatively. Because, yeah, the things I could do were very limited, or rather, the things I could do well were very limited. I could sing, sure, but I'm not an amazing singer. Like I said, I can't animate, or I'm not an artist at all. Like I can't draw to save my life. Um, and though I enjoy like watching and conversing and talking about um, interesting and intellectual topics, I'm not sure if I would be able to uh, at the time fully convey my ideas or my own thoughts without just like rambling on without coming to a specific point. Case in point, this video. But then, I discovered Kid Yuki about 5 years ago. No, sorry. Yeah, 5 years ago. About 5 years ago. And this music on Jackbox streams here on YouTube. A few years being part of this community and a lot of saving from work, specifically saving money from work, I was able to get a gaming PC. And inspired by Kid Yuki, I decided to become a streamer. Uh, I could make long streams, work on my craft of entertaining people while singing, playing video games, or voice acting, and not all of it needed to be gold. Just enough for me to edit it into shorter videos for YouTube. That's 60% I mentioned. 40% of the time I'm just kind of like silent, playing games, or trying to say something interesting. Still working on like bridging that gap, making it more of like an 80% good content, but that is what practice is for, right? So I could make long streams here on YouTube. I could then use those live streams for footage, and more importantly, get encouragement from a live audience. And you guys in my chat during the live streams, you help give me the resolve to continuously upload what I believe is worthwhile content. So using those live streams, I would like edit them down, cut them into what I think is only the interesting bits, and then that's what I would post to YouTube because I feel like that's worthwhile. Um, so from then on, I've even made videos not just from live streams. I've made music videos, meme posts, vlogs, and the occasional voice acting video. And there's so much more I now look forward to doing. And it's all thanks to inspiration I got from watching other people. So, maybe I'm not super talented at any of these things, but I think I can say that I'm finally proud of what I can bring to YouTube. I haven't spent all 15 of my years here creating, but I am excited to spend the next few making up for that. And maybe I'll help inspire someone else to be creative along the way. That's the hope. In the meantime, keep in mind and remember that Decaf NVIDIA is creating a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial Share Alike 4.0 International License. Thank you for 15 years. Off you get. You can ring my bell, ring my bell.